Welcome to Team Battle Renekton. And it might surprise you, this is actually the second Renekton one. First one, since I actually do have an earlier Team Battle Renekton. But though that one's kind of when it came out, and like the jungle was a lot stronger, so it's not long relevant, but you can still watch it. Anyways, my runes and masteries. Attack damage red, armor yellow, magic resistance blue, attack damage queen, it's a basic. And my masteries, I believe, I think I had it at 921. I don't know if I went offensive. It doesn't matter. Anyways. So, Renekton. I tried him because everybody keeps suggesting, use Jungle Renekton. And his biggest weakness, in my opinion, was always the fact that he needed rage to do anything in ganks. And without rage, his damage kind of plummets. When you go in, when you go for a gank, the rage you had from the jungle would likely have diminished. Because you either have to wait around or whatever. Anyways, mid when I couldn't gank her because she's kind of playing a little too safe. She's probably wary that I'm trying to murder her. So I decide, I try at least. I kind of slash at her, like, take that. I cut her a little bit. Take that, I cut you. Then bottom lane's getting dunked on. So this is, the best fucking time to go murder them. Walk down there, and they're so out of place. They've already committed all their spells. So I can essentially walk up to Leona and start bashing her. Like, the double dash works great here. It's about kind of the best thing about him. Though I will have to say, pretty much any jungler could have gotten those kills because they were already so committed in and already burned a lot of their spells that it's not really, a thing to say, oh my god, Renekton pulled off this awesome game. Nah, it's kind of anybody could have done that, really. So, it was the fact that they could do it just like others is a good thing, anyways. So, I have all the gold to buy Spirit of the Lizard Elder, and I go off and purchase it. Once I buy it, I'm like, his jungle speed becomes a lot more competent. I mean, yeah, I should have expected this, or anyone with a fucking brain would have known this. And what the hell is Cameron doing? Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter because I was just running around. Anyways, I go off to the enemy red to see if I can catch the Diana, which, hilariously, just is terrible. Like, almost any jungle can bully her, and Renekton being the classic bully, Here, though, I try to dive on the Italy, I burn everything, and I pretty much die as a result, which was pretty stupid. I don't think I communicated well with my Jace on that one, so we didn't kill her quick enough before I could, retreat. Riven roams down, kills bottom lane, so I'm going to have to assist him again at some point in the future. Anyway, so far, I was surprised at how big of an improvement it was. Without the Spirit of the Lizard Elder, Renekton's jungle clearing is insufferable. You really want to tear out your hair because it's really bad without the Spirit Stone items. I mean, the sustain, well, by the way, here is an important thing. I run in and kill Jungle Diana really, really quickly, but she did a catastrophic mistake. She saw the lizard buff move out of place, and it was Nidalee who caused it to move. The Diana should have paid attention and realized, oh wait, they're aggroed. Something must have pissed them off. So as a result of that, Diana died. She should fucking pay attention, but I always attribute that to an amateur mistake. Anyways, I was actually more impressed with Jungle Renekton how it worked a lot better than before. So I would be interested in trying it more, but I can understand a lot of its weaknesses. For starters, Renekton is ridiculously gold dependent, and a lot of his ganking capabilities depend on, I guess, what ifs. Do I have enough rage? Did I do it fast enough so I don't lose any rage? Is there anyone I can actually hit with my E, or else I don't even have a gap closer? Remember, the second portion of his E only applies if you actually hit something with it. So if you use it on a minion, then the enemy will probably telegraph that, and he'll have, and the minion might be in a bad angle for him to actually use the dash and then dash to the player, whatever. And if he just dashes to the player to get to him so he can stun him and keep him in place so the teammate can come and do damage, then he won't get the second portion of that gap closer. And if he's able to just walk up to a person and start doing damage to them, then it kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a gap closer to do anything with. Anyways, Ribbon cries because we dove her. I mean, like, if you're a vulnerable carry and you're just jumping in there, standing there, of course they're going to murder you. Like Diana, she decided to do the same thing and die and pay the same price. Leona and Jinx come in. Jinx gets chunked for a lot of her health, and it makes me wish I could have just dove in her and murdered her too. But Riven spawned, and I'd rather not fight her in the tower. So, my team has a considerable lead right now as Renekton. I mean, this is a normal game. It is called Team Battle for a reason. In fact, there's 2 Nidalees. The last person was wondering, why are there 2 Caitlyn's? I don't know, because it's a normal game. But anyways, I'm not giving blue to my teammates because mostly I'm just trying to snowball the living shit out of the game. As you can see, I'm pretty goddamn over leveled for being a jungler. I have several kills, I have a lot of farm, comparatively for a jungler. I'm quite the big deal right now. I'm on like a murder spree, and I'm actually thoroughly impressed, though I can still see his weaknesses. And as I already mentioned, it's the gold dependency, the wonky-ass ganking, and the rage dependency, which is, kind of hard to say, because, no other jungler probably has that weakness. I mean, even Tryndamere doesn't have a rage dependency. I mean, if they made his ability cost rage, then yeah, that would be a big problem. But anyways, one thing I'm going to quickly regret is how I itemized myself. I probably should have built a little bit more tanky, seeing as I'm the only fat ass in my team. I might as well be tanky so I won't explode. Or better yet, just learn how to engage as Renekton better. You'll see it in the future. It'll be kind of funny. So yeah, my team is clearing waves easily. That's actually one cool thing about Renekton. He just destroys waves. We're pretty much annihilating the enemy team, much to their chagrin. So good for us. Riven's still going to be a big threat. As you can see, she blows people the fuck up. Sorry for that yawn. It is still early in the morning because I woke up to voice this before I do some important things of the day. So, Italy gets blown the fuck up, and Riven tries to run away. Boom, she gets spear shotted, and Jinx kind of receives the same fate, but with Ignite. And here, me and Tarek just doing our own thing, taking the towers and trying to win. So, would I recommend Jungle Renekton? I actually would, but not as a serious pick, because the difference between his lane and his jungle feels ridiculously different. In the lane, you can get away with more things, and in his lane, you constantly get to bully someone. So, like, normally I wouldn't mind it, like, oh, his laning is much better than his jungling. Yeah, most of those cases, it's kind of like, sometimes it's like the significance is very, like, kind of big. But in this one, it's gravely different. Renekton is far better in the lane than he is in the jungle. And, like, I can't wholeheartedly agree with having to do that. Because, if you're going to pick a champion that you might as well have picked in the lane, better give it to a teammate who will play him in the lane. And for you to take a jungler that could probably do things similar or better anyways. Like honestly, as weird as it sounds, I would say champions like Vi and Jarvan serve the same purpose as Jungle Renekton. Jump in, jump on somebody, deal a bunch of damage. That's kind of the same thing that these other two would do. So, Jungle Renekton's purpose, except building damage and blowing up like I just did right there, seems pretty pointless. So, I don't think you can, at least with the plus side, I don't think you'll be handicapping yourself too much or at all, really, if you pick Jungle Renekton. Like, he was very competent, and I felt really, I feel the fans can be vindicated here when I'm saying that, Jungle Renekton was actually a lot better than I thought. A lot better than I thought, just kind of pointless and better in the lane. But still, like I said, you won't handicap yourself. Go ahead and try him, especially with friends. Even in low-level games, you'd be fine. Boo, Nasus.